You recording now?
I don't know. Are you starting?
Yes, we're starting right now. Just start recording. Irma will cut it. Ooh, we are live. We are live. You know where we're live? Do you know where we're live?
Why we're live?
No, where are we live?
Oh, in your home.
That is the correct answer. And no, that's not what I meant. What platform are we live on right now?
Your whole setup here.
It is a good thing you are not in charge of the SEO in our business. It is a good thing. That is not your why, sister.
Sorry.
I can't even get you to do a decent social media post.
Hey, I am getting a lot better at that.
Yeah, I know. The team gives you credit for it. I saw you were on the Instagram page the other day. That picture of you sitting in your car doing mama.
I never take selfies. I'm just not a selfie type person.
So who took it?
I took it.
Oh,
because Amanda challenged me. I need to post more of myself. What is your life? What are you doing? Like, nobody's going to care what I'm doing, but
of course they all care what you're doing. They all love you. Like that. I think that picture got like 70 likes or whatever, right?
No, probably only like 7.
I don't think so. Whatever. Anyways, so the platform we're live on is YouTube. That's where we're live.
I don't see any YouTube stuff here, but okay.
Yes, it is. We're live on YouTube, right? See, right there in the corner, it says live for 1 minute and 41 seconds.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, we are live on YouTube. So anyways, today, Real Estate with Soul, the podcast. What are we doing with it? What are we talking about? Well, we're talking about our why. Last week, who was our guest?
Oh, Deborah Morrison. She was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Deborah Morrison was our guest last week. We'll be participating in her conference this Thursday.
I'm inviting a friend too. I hope that's okay.
Sure. We love friends. We love friends for sure. And I say that with all truth and honesty, even though I was surprised by it. So here's the thing. She said last week in episode, what the heck episode was that? Like episode 34 or 74 or something like that.
Like 78 or 79.
No. Episode 74 or something like that. Anyways, this week's episode 75.
Okay.
And so she said last week, like, you need to be connected to your why. And this month we've been talking about that. We've been talking about like for the love of real estate, why we do real estate, why it's important to us personally, right?
Right.
And we have like episode maybe 10 or something like that. I have, do you want to be a realtor?
Yeah.
Right. Because I get that call weekly. I got to be honest. I get that call weekly from people, that text message that says, hey, I want to be a realtor. It's like a weekly conversation I have.
Yeah.
So we recorded that episode. So if you want to hear that, go on back to that episode, because it's like episode 10 or something. If you can't find it, go to www.lorialvarez.net. And of course, it'll be on there for you all to locate it and what episode it is and the direct link to it. So Deborah, when she said like, oh, you got to be connected to your why to be intentionally successful. And I'm like, the why, back to that why thing.
Yeah. Always.
Why thing always drives me crazy. Cause I'm like, it's so generic. Like whatever, I do it for my kids. I do it for this. I do it for that. And it's the truth.
Yeah.
It is the truth, right?
Right.
So here's a question for you. As people call me every week, I was kind of reflecting on this and I was like, as people call me every week or text me every week, like, Lori, I want to be a realtor. I'm like, well, why? Why do you want to be a realtor? Why? Why do you want to be a realtor? Sister, why do you want to be a realtor?
Because you're a realtor. So I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Well, I love being with people and doing something different every day. And I love showing homes, to be totally honest. I love going and looking at new inventory and remodeling houses in my head,
Yeah.
and I just love being with people and I love the relationships that we build while doing it.
Yeah. let's go a little deeper in that, because I know you do real estate from a very different perspective than what I do real estate, right?
Yeah.
I know both of us come from very, very, very different perspectives. You love being in houses and showing them, right? That's like your greatest, like
Yeah.
one of
I'm
your
like,
greatest things.
you guys want to go look at a house tonight? Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
You even like the last minute requests,
Yeah.
right?
It doesn't
Bother you.
Doesn't bother me at all.
You know, can I show up in my sweatpants? I'll be right there.
Yeah.
That's how you
I
are.
mean, that would make it a dream job for me if I could
No.
show up in workout clothes.
No.
Nice work. I'll wear Lululemon stuff.
No.
I'll be in fancy workout clothes. Whatever.
Fancy workout clothes.
Shout out to my clients who I do show up like that sometimes and they don't care and they still love me.
Yeah, you get their permission in advance. Yes. Yes.
And only if the house is vacant too.
And your sister is unaware of it. Right. So here's the deal, right? You really like, it makes you feel alive when someone asks you for help.
Yeah, definitely.
They could ask you for help in anything and you'd be alive in that, right?
Yeah.
You'd be like, yes, I can't wait to do that.
Yeah.
That isn't even exhausting to you, is it?
No, I feel like, I mean, I love helping people. So
Yeah.
I kind of really, and however I can help you, if I can give you some sort of, advice, knowledge, my experience in something, just a conversation, like anything. I love that.
Yeah.
Makes me feel important.
Yes. Yes.
And who doesn't want to feel like that?
Of course. And so I want to add to that, like, not only does that make you come alive, if that isn't happening in your life, how do you feel?
Bored.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of sad.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
mostly it's boring. And how boring.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So thankfully you have a couple kids to like distract you. Right.
Oh, yeah. They keep me busy. That's for sure.
So I bring the kids up because, again, they're a part of your why, right?
Yeah.
Like, you do the things that you do because you're like, oh, my babies, I want to see them succeed.
Yeah.
I want to see them do the things that maybe I didn't do yet, or maybe they want to do, and I want to be a part of that journey. Would you agree?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you use real estate as your vehicle to get the kids where you want them to go, correct?
Right.
Yeah. So again, you like to show up though and do this. I get so many people who just call me and they're like, oh, I want to do real estate. I'm like, yeah, fantastic. Why? Well, because the money's great.
But is it? I mean, once you hit your tax bill and that's funny. I was just talking about like commissions with our other sales partner, Hasina.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like some people think, gosh, you can make so much money, but you don't always, it's not always that much.
Right. Right.
So that can't be your number one, at least my opinion.
Right. Yeah. So I will go back to money is important. We need money.
Yeah, we need it.
Money moves us forward, right? Money is the things that allow for us to enjoy and do the things that we want in life.
Yeah.
Right. Money allows for us to experience other things, and it's not our everything. Right.
Right.
So then the big conversation I have with people when they say they want to do real estate, right? I want to be a realtor. And they're like, yeah, but you make great money. Yes. Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. You can.
Sure.
And do.
For sure.
And we do make fantastic money. And it's not about how much money you make. It's about what you do with the money.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Gary Keller says it best in his book, right? Millionaire Real Estate Agent. It's not about the money. It's what you do with the money. Gary Keller is really good, like an amazing, brilliant man in real estate. He's inspired a ton of my career.
Yeah.
And the things that we have done to build our business. So I give him 110%, like, yeah, rock star.
Yeah.
If you haven't read that book and you're thinking about being a realtor, pick up that book and read it. right?
Right.
And I love what Dave Ramsey also says. Dave Ramsey says, like, you don't have to have a ton of money to win. You just got to use your money intentionally, correctly, right?
Yeah.
You got to use it in such a way that it sets you up to succeed.
Yeah.
So start telling it where to go.
Yeah.
Right. And so then it comes back to what I want to be a realtor. I love real estate. I love helping and serving people. What are the things that you believe you do well, sister? Like, what's something that you do really well?
Oh man.
Set all humility aside. What do you do really well?
I mean, I think that
I know
that I am very knowledgeable with the real estate market and what's a good opportunity and what's not.
Mm-hmm. I would agree with that because you've missed opportunities, right?
Sure, we all have.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not the only one.
No, you're not. That's very good, right?
Right.
You're not. I mean, the video we watched this morning that I sent out to you guys, did you watch it?
Not yet.
Oh, of course.
Sorry. I've been training. I've been on appointments.
Yes. Okay. She's been doing her job. Excuses are results.
And you know that. You know I've been on appointments.
Excuses are results. So here's the deal, right? All of us make mistakes. We all do. And that's where we win. That's where we figure it out. But it's also where we figure out where our strengths are.
Yeah.
Because then in that moment, you look at that and you go, oh, I missed that. I'm not going to miss that again.
Right.
I caught it. I'm aware of it. Awareness is the one thing that'll move you forward in winning.
Yeah.
Right. If you're clueless, you're unaware of what's happening around you. How in the heck can you figure out where you're going?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
It's like, I have figured out one of my biggest challenges in the exercise world is I was not aware of the parts of my body. Sure, I know this is my hand. Sure, I know this is my arm. Sure, I know this is my shoulder. Sure, I know this is my neck. Sure, I know these are my lungs. And then when the yoga instructor said, hold your breath at the top, I was like, well, what does she mean by that? And then I got it the other day. I was like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Hold your breath. Oh, well, gosh. When you're aware of where your breathing is, it allows for your body to win. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It allows for you to be like, ooh, I can breathe into that. And then when you're contracting, you hold it all in and then release.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's really what awareness is. I just recently discovered that in the last couple of years, and I had a greater understanding of what awareness is. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm 48 years old and I barely figured that out.
Well, I'm kind of just barely figuring it out right now.
Some of your innate strengths. My sister's ability to be amazing. She can cheerlead you on like no tomorrow.
I think I am your number one cheerleader.
You always are.
I mean, Eric and I are like neck and neck, right?
Yeah. You're like that with everyone and anyone, though. You really are.
I like being that person.
Yeah. Oh, let's share a story, right? Where you were my cheerleader when we were doing that. Where were we doing that marathon?
That 5K run or 10K, something like that.
It was a 10K. It was longer. Make it bigger so it sounds more impactful.
It was definitely not a marathon.
It was definitely challenging.
Yeah.
It was definitely
because you didn't really run. You never went.
I don't like to run.
Jogs. Yeah, you never did that.
I don't like to run. You love to run.
Breast cancer. Yeah, I used to run all the time. I don't really run it very often anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a breast cancer awareness run we did for our cousin.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because our cousin is an amazing breast cancer survivor.
Yes.
And so I'm running and I'm running and I'm running and I'm running and my sister's running next to me. Well, I think she's probably just walking because I'm running my little bottom off.
We were jogging.
That was running for your information. That was running on my part. And as we're running, like the only reason I was doing that, right? My why was to do this for my cousin, to support my cousin. So she was aware that we loved her. We were with her in this, and we were with everyone that was in the breast cancer thing. That was it. Like, I'm with you. 100%. Because I don't even know what it's like to get through something that emotionally and physically challenging. And so I'm just going to do this run that physically challenged me. And I was ready to give up. I was like, man, I got to go potty.
Oh, you made so many excuses. You're like, I'm thirsty. I need some water. I'm like, you don't need water. We're good. I got to go potty. No, you don't. We're almost done.
Yep. And honestly, the only reason I made it to the end was because you cheerleaded me on, and you just kept giving me the focus of where I was intentionally going to end up. You literally did that. And that is one of your greatest strengths, right?
Oh, thanks, sister.
Oh, 100%. You do that. You just keep cheerleading and push, and don't ever underestimate of what that is and how that's needed, because people give up faith and give up on themselves all the time.
Oh, I know.
And that's really what that is. That's giving up on yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And the fact that you don't allow anyone to give up on themselves.
Oh, thanks.
It's the truth. I'm just saying. It's the truth. It's the truth of your life, is when you know to give up and not. And I don't believe in giving up.
No, you definitely don't.
You may redirect.
Yeah.
You may change the destination. You may do the work differently. You may have to be redirected altogether. And that's not a failure. That's just a change in the journey.
Yeah.
Right? The destination just changed.
Yeah.
That happens because you're like a real living, breathing person who has other people that impact you. And all of a sudden you're like, whoa, my why just shifted.
Yeah.
I just totally went another direction because something shifted it. So you can either choose to lean into it, or you can give up on it, or you can just change your perspective on it, reevaluate it, and move it forward.
Yeah.
You know? So getting back to your why, it's okay if that changes. It will actually change.
Yeah.
All the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. I just keep going back to, where do I want to be when I'm 99?
Yeah.
What do I see when I'm 99? Who's around me when I'm 99? So exciting. We get to be great aunties.
I know. So excited.
I know. Our niece is having her first baby. That changed her whole world.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So now her whole why is changing.
Yeah, definitely.
And us too, we get to be part of the process because she's included us, and we're excited to be part of that.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
That's how your why changes.
So how often would you say your why has changed since you've gotten into real estate?
Oh gosh. So a great question. And it's probably 110 times. Right? No, it changes all the time, honestly.
Yeah.
Right? Where I want to be doesn't change. What I want to end up doing doesn't change. And yet the actual why itself, it grows and shifts and turns. And because I have 4 sons, and so they all bring different things into my life and different opportunities into my life. And so, you know, and then I have this husband, and he's like, all of a sudden he wants to do something different, or his dreams have changed. And so then I'm like, oh, whoop, here I go. It's going to be different now.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's great.
Or
it should be.
Or add to it each time.
Yeah. Right. It's something that just breathes. I believe your why breathes with you. It's alive. You should feel it. You should be impacted by it when you think about it, right? When I think about it, my why is my 4 sons and the futures that they want to build and the family that we want to bring around us and my husband. Like that's my greatest why is the fact that he and I can experience life together.
Yeah.
And do the things that we love. And the fact that I get up every day, I have the opportunity to get up every day and connect with people that make me feel good.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
Of course, there's the people. We just don't call them back.
Yep. That's okay.
I have the luxury of just not calling you back if you're ick.
Yep. It's one thing I definitely love about this job. We choose who we want to work with.
Yes. Yeah. And we truly do choose who we want to work with.
Yep.
Right. Earlier today, I called an opportunity we like to call those that want our help in real estate, or random inquiries. I should call more random inquiries because they don't necessarily know they want to work with us yet.
Right.
And so they're an inquiry like, oh, I want to talk to you about real estate. And then, they're like, oh, well, I'm talking to someone else. Fantastic.
Okay.
Excellent. And we're here when you're ready to work with us.
Yeah.
Right? We don't have to hunt them down. We are blessed that we get to work with people who want to be in business with us.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about what we do specifically.
Right.
As long as you do it well and you exceed expectations, you don't meet them, we exceed them. Then we can live into our true why, which is being in business with people who are very much aligned with our personal values.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. It's the one thing that's most important.
Yeah.
It just feels good.
Mm-hmm.
It feels good. It's exciting to me to know that you're part of my business that I created 16 years ago this month, 16 years ago, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. 16 years. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I didn't even know you were part of it then.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it.
Right.
And yet here you are today, a part of it.
I'm going to give myself credit for the whole 16 years with you because I am absolutely sure I have watched The Boys for you while you were running around showing houses. So I'm going to take credit for 16 years too.
I'll let you, whatever makes you feel better. I just got a new boxing coach to add to my coaches.
How many coaches do you have? Sheesh.
I love coaching.
You do.
I love it. I love to be coached.
Yeah.
You should want to be coached.
Coaching is great. Yeah, no, I know. It's great.
You should want to. You should want people to speak into and inspire and strengthen and empower and move you forward into something better. And the other day she said to me, this one's a female.
Awesome.
So excited. So anyways, she said to me, Lori, you should never, ever, and she got this from someone she was coaching, right? She said, you should never, ever make someone feel bad about themselves.
Oh, totally.
When you're coaching them, you just give them tools to improve it, to succeed, to move it forward, to win.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I loved that. I was like, oh, that is so true.
Yeah.
So much of the world wants to just be like, you're stupid.
Judge you and
criticize. Not us.
Mm-mm.
That's not what we're here for.
No.
We're here to help empower you to become the best version of you in whatever you want. Yes, we do real estate. Yes, we do help you move forward in that area. And yet we'll support you in any area that we can support you in.
Yeah.
whether it's just cheerleading you on,
Right.
right? Because we may not be academic in the area that you need support in, but we can
Right.
definitely cheerlead you on.
Yes.
You just send
We're
us a
great
text
motivators.
message. Yes. Both of us are. We
Yeah.
love to.
Yeah, we do.
We love to do that. Even today, we got an agent who called me. She said, I'm looking to join your real estate office.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. It's exciting. When did you get licensed? Oh, like last week. Well, that's really exciting.
Mhm.
She's out there hustling, doing the work already.
That's so awesome.
Not waiting for people to come to her. She's out there calling, looking for it. That's the sign someone who will succeed in this business.
Yeah, for sure.
For those of you who call me and say, I want to be a realtor, that's a sign that you're going to succeed in this business.
Yes.
Because when I got into the business, I did the same thing. I Googled the best realtor that I was aware of in the neighborhood, and I copied them.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
Copied everything they did, but just made it Lori.
Yep.
And now it's evolved into Lori Alvarez and team. It's evolved into Real Estate with Soul, the podcast. It's evolved into our new brokerage we're going to open.
Oh my gosh, so exciting.
It's evolved into our family business.
Yeah.
And it's evolved into all the families that we get to impact.
It's pretty awesome.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Right? Remember this. I want always for anyone to remember this, because I spoke with someone the other day and she discouraged someone from buying a home.
Sad.
Yeah. Because I had someone else tell me this story a long time ago when I first got in the business. They told me, oh, I talked to so-and-so told me I shouldn't buy real estate for these reasons. And I trusted them and believed in them. And I wish I wouldn't have listened.
Yeah.
Remember that the words that we share, the things that we do, have great impact on those around us.
Yeah.
Remember that. And so be sure in the wisdom that you share, because you could change a life forever.
Yeah.
Be sure. And if you don't know, just encourage them and support them in the things that they want to do. We all know Lori's not made to sing, because if you've heard me sing in the car, you'd know that.
Yeah.
I will never sing for you on the podcast.
I'll still always encourage you to sing in the car, though. It's okay. I may turn the radio up a little higher, but it's okay.
I say that all the time. My husband turns the radio up. I go, it's because you don't want to hear me sing, right? He laughs. Babe, I love listening to you sing. Look, we're not all meant to do everything. You are meant to do your one thing. You are meant to do that. So lean into it. It's as simple as what makes you light up. It's that simple. What puts a smile on your face and you could talk about it all day long? Obviously, mine's real estate, because that's my podcast.
Yes. Yes.
And I make no money from this.
Yeah.
We pay for all of this.
This is fun.
This is a negative deficit for us every month.
And we love doing it.
And we love doing it because we want to empower you to win when it comes to real estate and living your best life, whatever that be. That's what we're here for.
Yep.
And you cheerlead us right along. And let me tell you, that is what keeps us going.
I hope so.
Otherwise, there'd be days that we could give up.
Yeah. I think we all feel like that from time to time.
How many buyers want to give up right now in this
Oh,
market?
I know. I'm doing my best to cheer them on.
Don't give up.
Don't do it.
The home is there for you.
Yeah.
Trust it, be faithful in it, and just move forward in it. Yeah, you're going to jump a lot of hurdles. You're going to fall a lot of times, and you're going to get a lot of rejected offers. And you're going to get your house.
Yep.
You're going to get it.
We will.
Just don't give up on yourself. We're not going to let you.
That's right.
Good job, sister.
Thanks. You too.
Woohoo! Let's go do some more real estate.